Hello everyone, welcome to KSR Datavizon YouTube channel. This is not a technical video, but I want to talk about one of the major problem that everyone has, especially people who are working in IT. You don't have a proper time management. Now, in this video, let me tell you how you can manage your time effectively in learning a new skill or upskilling. Now, as part of this video, I'll start with a few stats. Always, as usual, when you're working with the data, stats becomes a major importance. I'll be walking you about the data and then focusing about the time management, how time management is going to help you, and followed by I'll talk about a famous rule that we have, which is called 100-hour rule. And at last, I will share my experience. It's something which I have been doing for all these years when learning a new skill. So the last part is completely sharing my experience in this video. So please do watch till the end. To start with, we know that the study says 70% of the employees feel they lack the necessary skills. That means all the professionals, working professionals, they feel themselves that they're not up to the mark in terms of the technology and skills that the company needs. The same study states that 89% of the employees are motivated to skill. Like, let's say if I ask someone, yes, I'm interested in learning, I want to upskill, but unfortunately they fail. The reason they're getting failed in upskilling, of course, there is a company demand that you need to upskill, but you really don't find time, right? And among all the working professionals, it's very hard to say this, but still only 18% of the people use their time effectively in managing their work as well as a professional life, personal life. And maybe I would still say about the upskilling. Now, if you don't have a proper time management, obviously it leads to a multiple things, complications, starting with your stress, overthinking, and of course, if you're doing towards the goal, like you're trying to put your efforts towards the end, of course, it decreases your productivity, and of course, it also misses your deadlines. When I talk to all of my students, when I ask them, what's your problem, what you need, why you're not able to upskill, what are you facing in your life? The only one thing they say is no time, right? Now, this has become an universal line. Whomever I ask, they say that I don't have time. I don't have time, right? So this is one word I keep repeating. I keep getting it from all of the students. So I thought, why don't I share my experience, what I have gone through in my life? That's something which I wanted to walk you through in this video. Time management really helps in getting your upskilling technologies because it manages multiple things. So have your own plan, set up your own goals. 2024, let's say, okay, I want to learn this XYZ skill. I want to get a job in this company. First, write out your goals and try to prioritize, like which is more important for you. There could be multiple things that you have. And first thing is you need to prioritize that, right? So I have a routine, like to-do list, what needs to be done, and put a checklist. Is it completed? And is it something which I'm like lacking? How can I manage it? Everything you have to do it by yourself. And one thing which I can say is, if there's any subject, we as a mentors, we can definitely train you, right? But time management is something which you need to do it by yourself. There is no one who is going to help you. It's each and every individual has to go through this phase. And in fact, I need to tell this, God has been very kind to everyone. He has given 24 hours to everyone, right? Being a successful person, an unsuccessful person, or the happiest person or the saddest person, whoever it is, the time given for them is 24 hours in a day. And how you manage is what will decide your future, right? So if you have more time, you can research your own technologies, what is happening in the market, right? So rather than someone researching and telling and you listening, you have your own time to research about the technologies, and you can compare what I am working, what skill could be good for me, and how can I scale up, right? Now, all these things will definitely help you to find some time for your upskilling. And I want to talk to you about one of the famous rule that we have, which is called 100-hour rule. And this one statement which I really like it. And this was actually written by Malcolm Gladwell. The person says, what does this 100-hour rule imply? The basic idea is you can be great at a particular skill, right? I repeat, you can be great at a particular skill or task if you commit 100 hours in a year to that skill, right? It could be dancing, it could be singing, it could be teaching, it could be any technology. You just need to put 100 hours of commitment to that skill, which is 16 minutes a day. So we have 365 days. Every day, 16 minutes on that skill, right? It could be anything. It could be sports. It could be any other activities. Just 16 minutes on that activity will definitely make you expert. Correct? Now, 16 minutes in a day, it's not at all possible, right? It's not possible. We have 24 hours and we're still struggling to find that 16 minutes in a day. Now, keeping all this aside, so this is something which you can follow, 100-hour rule. You just need to spend 100 hours on a skill. Now, let's assume that you don't find time. Now, I'll share my experience what I was able to do it. Okay. Now I'm a working profession. I work for a company, right? Apart from that, we record videos and we take classes. It's a completely packed day, right? Now let's assume that Monday to Friday, you don't even get time for yourself. It's completely packed with your meetings, office works. Maybe you have to spend with your family, etc., etc., etc. Let's say that Monday to Friday is completely packed. Now what I do is, we have 365 days in a year. Just keep aside about all the Monday to Friday. It's like something which you can't even get your time for yourself. Keep that aside. You still have Saturday and Sunday. In a year, we have 52 weeks. Right? So 52 weekends. So if I take weekends, obviously working professionals, people who are working in IT, you will never have to do work on Saturdays and Sundays. So let's assume that you have 52 Saturdays and 52 Sundays, and it's like 104 days you have in your bag. Out of 365 days, keeping about all the festivals, Monday to Friday aside, you still have 104 days with you. And as the rule says, you just need 100 hours to master a skill, right? You still have 100 days, and every weekend, I'm talking about only Saturday and Sunday. Forget about Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday, completely dedicate for your work. You still have Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday, Sunday, we know that it still we get complete 24 hours, right? You can still roam out with your friends. You can still watch a movie. You can still watch a web series. You can still go out with your family. You can take them, do whatever you want. And if you still spend 6 hours a day, you get 624 hours in an entire year, which you can master 6 skills. You just need to spend 6 hours on Saturday, 6 hours on Sunday, repeat for 52 weeks. You can still master 6 skills. Forget about 6 hours. Where do you have 6 hours on every Saturday and Sunday? Okay, start with 3. Start with 3. Every weekend, Saturday 3 hours, Sunday 3 hours. Do it for 52 weeks. You will still get 300 hours, which is more than enough to master 3 skills. Okay, forget about everything. 1 hour Saturday and 1 hour Sunday. This should be 100% possible, right? This should be possible. Again, I'm saying keep your Monday to Friday aside. Just Saturday and Sunday, spend 1 hour on upskilling. And you will still get 100 hours, which is more than enough to master 1 skill in a year. And at last, I'm feeling bad to tell this, but still, if you're not even being able to spend 1 hour every Saturday and Sunday, then it's not about time. You lack discipline. Forget about 6 hours. This is how I did. Okay, I was able to manage my weekends effectively. I was able to use my weekends effectively. That doesn't mean that I did not enjoy. I still had good enough time with my friends, families, going out, movies, etc., etc. What I did, and still I was able to spend 6 hours for myself, and that's how I was able to master 6 skills in a year. Now I'm not asking to do like me. Start with 1 hour, start with 2 hours, and the number of hours you spend on each skill, and again the 100-hour rule applies for you. Well, this is something which I wanted to bring out of the technical stuffs. Trying to motivate, like everyone has the same time. How you use is what will decide your future. Well, now we are all talking about upskilling. There will be a day where companies will force you and pressurize you to upskill. Don't wait for that day to happen. Start today, learn today, let you decide your future. Thank you all. We'll meet in the next video.